Hello, photography friends. Thank you for joining us for our next edition of nPhoto Live Chat. I was just speaking with our next guests here, Nirit and Amir. We're working through some issues. Let us know if you can hear us in the audience and that you can see us okay. My mic was having some issues. I apologize. That's why we're a few minutes late. I apologize, people. But we are very excited for this nice live chat segment, this next one for you. I believe episode number 11. I can't believe how quickly we're going through these. Let us know that you're here in the comments. Let us know where you're coming from if you're tuning in. But we're going to go ahead and jump on in. Once again, I am so pleased to announce that we are here with the Pic Time founders, Nirit and Amir. Hello, how are you guys doing today?
Hi, we're doing great. We're in the middle of the holiday storm. Everyone in the company are working very, very hard. So we just got, each one got off his team say, okay, we're going for a webinar. And so we're a little bit shocked. I think maybe Amir the most, but we're we waited for this and we're very happy to be here. It's a new partnership and it's always exciting.
And we're so happy to have you too. And we can relate to that Christmas rush. Let me tell you, it was happening for us as well. So yes, thank you for tuning in, everyone in the audience. As you see with the title, Pic Time, Streamline Your Studio. We're here with the founders of Pic Time, and they're going to help you, tell you how Pic Time can help generate more revenue for your business. What do you say, Nirit and Amir? Are you ready to get started?
Yes, yes, we are ready.
Okay.
I'm help touching the screen and looking weird.
I wanted to start at the beginning with you two and just ask you how kind of this came about, Pic Time. What was kind of the inspiration behind that, and when did you first get started with this project?
Where did the inspiration come? I mean, it came a long time ago, really like 15 or 14, something like this. My daughter, years, yes, 15 years. My daughter was there. I'm a photographer. My daughter was dancing a lot. She's still dancing. And I went to all her shows, took the photos, and then parents came and say, hey, can you send me my photo? And the other one came with his photo. And then I found myself working and sending emails all the time. So Amir is a developer, and I asked him to develop something that will help me upload the images for a place, and then people could download it. So that was the initial idea. And then I said, oh, maybe I can make some money with prints, because it's like I printed her photos. And
Nirit likes to skip years. Like this was in 2005. We didn't do anything about it until 2011.
Yeah, no, but the idea of selling, like the need came from, the need was to deliver images. And like at the same time, I thought that printing would be really great. If people could print it, that would be really great. At that time, I didn't, we didn't think of the big platform, just like this was the base. And yada, yada, yada. A lot of things happened in the way. Amir was in a different business until things came into one place. And then you continue with the exact years.
No, so at 2012, we started really working on it. And initially, we developed a platform that was going for large studios in the States, so not for the independent photographer, which was the initial idea. And then in 2016, we decided that we are now ready to go to the independent photographers market, and we launched in the States and then in Europe. So it was a very long journey and not, so it took time.
Yeah.
Sure. So we already have a question in the audience from Michal. He wants to know, Amir, how did you feel when you got this proposal to make this platform? Were you a little bit overwhelmed, or did you see the potential in it as well?
I did see the potential. At that time, my previous company, we had business with HP, which was the owner of Snapfish. It's like a big platform like Shutterfly. And I went to the CEO of Snapfish and talked with him about it. And after some conversation, we knew each other, and after some conversation, he told me, you know what, we would never go there. We are focused on consumers. We would never go to professional. And at that time, I was fully busy with doing something else, so I couldn't have time. And when the time came and we said, let's do something together, this was the first thing that was on the table, and we decided to go with that. So we weren't overwhelmed, you know. For me, it's not the first company. So I've been through starting up a company, developing it. You always look, you know, you have a dream, like a vision or something, but you look a few steps forward and you're going from one phase to another.
Yeah.
So I can't say that we were overwhelmed. Now we are more overwhelmed than we were at the beginning.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now it's really taken off. And just to really get to the root of it and really get to the nuts and bolts of it, I want to read something that's actually, you know, it's from your website, it's from your mission. And you guys state that you strive to give each one of them the tools that will simplify their photo delivery. So this is professional photographers to amplify their visual experience and maximize their business potential. So in your words, what are some ways that your platform, Pic Time, can help photographers maximize their business potential, especially around this time in the holiday season?
And you were cutting off at the end, but I think I understood the question.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So in general, the main mission for us is to help photographers build a more successful business. And our piece of it is the online phase of the business. So when a photographer ends and moving things to the online world, we're looking for ways to help photographers make more money, improve their brand, achieve more potential clients, like having more traffic on their brand. Everything we do is measuring around that. And this one level below, when we're measuring things, is like we say, Pic Time needs to make the photographer looks better. Pic Time needs to make the photographer more money. So these are two things that are going together. And prints or the printed photo is something in the core values of that. Although we are in the online world, we really believe that some of the photos must get into a physical dimension. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is something that works hand in hand with both things. So this generates usually more revenue for the photographer, and this, in most cases, also generate more business going forward, because when something is printed, people look at it, they ask, it's something that reminds people that maybe they want to take another session with a photographer, another shoot. So it's something that we think that still in our world, it needs to get to this media. Maybe we're
okay.
You're talking with a laugh. So
well, I'm gonna ask kind of a follow-up question there, because your business is strongly built around print labs. You know, you're working with us and a few others, and you believe in the print, like you said, but you also have a very strong understanding of the digital space. So as the world creeps forward and we seem to see more and more digital, are you a little bit nervous at all about the photography landscape, that it might go too far digital, or do you think there's always going to be a place for printed photos?
Always is a big word. Nothing lasts forever, but we still think that there's a long mileage to go with the physical things. And the physical photo is not just, you know, the print. There's all kinds of additional products, the book and other things. There probably will see more penetration of digital devices that will serve the same purpose. I don't know if something you can mount on the wall or something. We have this type of things. They're still, when you look at them, you still feel that there's a lot of room for the physical dimension, as Nirit says. So at one point, definitely the media will change to more digital, but I think we have many years until it would really would be able to transfer the same qualities of a physical product.
Amir is a big believer in technology, and he thinks is very there. I'm more of a artist, I think. So I definitely think that the printing will last it has different qualities and it
Mhm.
will last for a long time. And I think that the more there's a gap between the oversaturation of the digital visuals and
Mhm.
the print gets more and more value, because when you're going, even, I have the Google is great by giving you sometimes memories from 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or even like social media. I can go on my Instagram and scroll and see, oh, the kids were little, it's so nice. And then, and you keep doing this movement and everything is flowing so fast. But always I have like an album that I printed from a trip. I always find myself sitting and looking at it, and it's a different experience. And I think that the images that we print stay with us longer, also in the kids' memories, in our memory. The more there's fluid on the digital side, the more the paper and the tactile and this whole experience is more valuable and stays with us longer. So I believe that it's going to stay for a long while.
That's what I
Okay.
said. Why do you-
No, you said it in one point.
Yeah, at one point
yeah,
things
it will be
changed.
like a digital paper that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes, being part of a printing lab, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how and why print is so important and so effective. And I tend to agree that like you say, Amir, always is kind of a long term, but I think there's definitely a future for print still, even in this digital landscape. I want to come back to the platform of Pic Time, and again, we're talking about how Pic Time can help photographers grow their business, make it easy for them. I want to ask you kind of specifically, what are some ways, some maybe tools in the platform that can help professional photographers really streamline their business and really make the most of their photography experience?
So maybe in this case, we'll go through, share the screen and show. I can give I think, I think I see it.
Yeah.
I think that as an overview of a principle, I think that like I said before, the idea is that a person will find few images that he's engaged with and will do something with them. You're getting images from a wedding or any shoot. It's like usually a lot of images, and we try to create a system that will help them and funnel them to create a product with the images that they engage with the most. So I think that this is like the umbrella kind of principle of how the software works. Another thing is to give them the option for the clients to have a very light and visual experience, to have them, make it themselves in an easy way, and to create the motivation. So a nice store is great to have, but it's like a car without wheels or a car without engine that Amir says. We have two different
perspectives on the car.
On a car. What is important for a car to move? I think it's wheels, but engine. Okay, so imagine a car without wheels and engines. So that can be a store that is standing there, but you need to create motivation for people, and you need to, move them. So this is the sales automation. It's a great tool that we created, and we understood that it needs to be simple for the photographer, because photographers don't like to sit and plan too much and be in this like selling too much, but also to be a good funnel of a marketing to get the clients buy in the store. So let's maybe show. I think that maybe we'll show it on the holiday apps that we're getting. So basically in the system we have apps that are more of a steady workflow apps, and apps that are coming. Is how we call it. It's a ready to go marketing kind of actions. With emails that are sent to the client, and then it comes to the gallery. You see banners and then he goes and get his discount and purchase. So these are the apps. So some of them are for the ongoing, for every session, and some of them are for special times in the year, like the holiday now. There's a special sale that you're doing for all of your projects in once. So I'm saying I have a Christmas sale, and everyone gets like 30% off the store. The apps that are for specific for the workflow is for every project. So if I'm sending a gallery, it will send them a welcome offer of 2 weeks, and then Amir will show like
too many words. Yes,
too much. Let's see it. Yeah.
Okay.
And if there are questions, please let us know.
But this is one aspect, right? This is the aspect of promoting sales online. There's also other aspects to
of workflow.
To your answering your question.
Okay.
Okay.
In the meantime, audience, let us know if you have any questions yourself. Just pop them in the comments and we'll be sure to address them. And hello to anybody who has joined us. Again, hello, Michal, I've seen you here. Hello, Chris from New York. Kunigunda tuning in from Poland. Hello, Kunigunda. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in Poland too. so keep on coming in, guests, and let us know where you're coming from. Say hello, and if you have any questions. Here it is. I'm going to add this to the stream. Give me a second. I got to... make it visible, more clear for us now. Okay. How is that, audience? Are we able to see this clearly? Looks good on my end.
Okay, good. So just a quick recap. I don't know if people know the system. So in general, when users are going through the gallery, and let's say the main user can also design the gallery and say, this is a testing system. So
we wanted to show the holiday apps, and they're not live yet. It's all in production. So it's a testing. You get a sneak peek. You're the first that are going to see our holiday app. So keep it in a secret. No, it's okay. You can talk about it.
Anyway, so when people are watching the stream, they're liking photos or marking them for sharing and so on. The system creates a profile for each user, which photos they liked. Now, when you go to the store, the system will create a store with the photos from the gallery, but photos that are targeted the specific user. So the photos that I like will be the photos that I see here in the store. The same thing goes that if I'll go, for example, and create an album, okay, and it will create an album for me
based on the
images that I saw. So the mother of the bride and mother of the groom, they'll get different albums based on their profile. Okay, so this was the quick one. Here you see here the sticky note saying it's a testing system. Okay, now. So this is the gallery, and now the question, and like Nirit says, this is the car, but without the wheels and the engine. And so now the question is, how can you make people more aware of their options? And for that, we have the sales automation. The sales automation is a platform. It's a very rich platform of all kinds of business logics, and the idea is not all of them are simple. So it's not that there are some business logics that are very complex, but the concept is that we package them. So in general, it's ready to go. You can install it and start using it on your account, but you can configure it. And the more you want to control it and configure it, it will require usually more understanding. So apps is basically, it's not an app you install on your phone, it's an app you install into your account. So we have two categories of applications, campaigns and automations. Campaigns will be usually for kind of one-off something that you do for multiple galleries, for multiple users. It will be, let's say, holiday sales, Black Friday, Mother's Day, this type of thing, or any sale that you want to do across the board to your clients. So you can have your all kind of logic. So for example, this is the holiday cards.
Yeah. And There's the
You want me to show
gallery.
this or? Okay. So the holiday cards, this is migration, for example, after you made a migration from another system. So the system will help you notify your clients, old clients with the galleries that were migrated, that you have a new store and new options. And you can see also the additional things. These are the two apps that are not yet released for the holiday sales. Okay, so this is one thing. I'll get back to that in a second. And the other class of apps are the automations. Automations are apps that are designed to have better engagement with your clients on an ongoing basis for a gallery. So let's say you're doing a portrait session, you create a gallery, you connect an app, let's say the Simple Sales System, which is an app that's targeting for portrait session, and your gallery will be now not just a gallery that people come and see photos, it will be a smart solution that behaves differently and funnels you into a business funnel that you created. So for example, buying packages. I won't go to the whole logic, but there's a whole path that optimizes the return for portrait sessions. There is the delayed, let's go and see.
Maybe,
so there's all kinds of automations. So from the simple ones like abandoned cart, if somebody added something to the cart, you can create a campaign that will remind him if he forgot to order and give him incentives. And
this is, by the way, a very successful.
Yeah.
It's important to know that it's a very successful app. Every time a client will put something, a lot of people will collect things and then put it in the cart. You won't be like, you'll be surprised when you get to your cart as a photographer, how many things are there. So this is kind of an incentive for those who leave things in the cart. And I think there is like an amazing percentage of success for this app.
Yeah, this is a very successful one. The anniversary is doing very good. But you tell me to go slower?
Yes.
What's the meaning of this?
Yeah, that's going slower.
Go slower. Okay, I'll speak slower. So, anniversary gift is an app that will remind people that they can have buy each other a gift for anniversary if it's a wedding or even a portrait session. So it's something that will, let's say 9 months from now, 11 months from now, will jump and offer some incentive. Post order is after somebody purchased, you can send them a gift discount for something else. So these are like the simple trigger ones. And now you have a little bit more complex ones. The early bird is something that provides incentive for people that when they first engage with the photos, when they are more, let's say, close to the impulse sale, offer them another push to complete a sale. Usually people, I'm not saying that you can make somebody that doesn't want to buy, you cannot make him buy. But in lots of cases, people want and then they procrastinate, like they delay it and say, well, I'll order tomorrow. And so if you create for them a decision point, you improve the conversion dramatically. So this is the early bird. There is another interesting app here, which is the gallery backup, where you can sell storage for your gallery. So when a gallery is going to expire, you can also offer your clients to pay and leave it online. There's the rolling publish, which is a more sophisticated workflow that starts with a simple glimpse of the project, and everything is orchestrated. So at the beginning, it sends only a few photos as a sneak peek, and then later it sends the whole gallery. It optimizes the return and the exposure and the traffic for that. There's another one, the gallery visitor boost. So there are all kinds of logics that take different business philosophies on how to optimize your return and your traffic on the galleries. Behind each one of these apps, there is an educator, somebody that explains why is it good. There's in some of the apps you have links for more knowledge in the educator's website, and some that you have the knowledge here or in the knowledge base that we have, and some videos to explain.
All of the educators that we picked, they use this, like they use their method, their workflow manually. So, for example, what Bench did is first sending a small amount of images, then a few days after uploading the images, then sending a coupon for the early bird for 2 weeks, and then in the end telling them that the gallery is about to be expired, and then another discount for the store. So he did everything manually, and then with us, it kind of we created it all automatically. So now he uploads the images, and this whole process of letting them know about everything is done automatically. And what all you need to do is kind of look at it. Usually it's ready to go, but you can, adjust it to your language, adjust it to your tone. If you want more banners, if you want less banners, it's really a matter of your brand and how you want to approach your clients. But once you set it up, it will always work for you. And sometimes it's triggered for the early bird, for example, it's triggered by the people that will get into the gallery. So if I'm getting into the gallery today, I will have 2 weeks, and Amir will get in 4 days. He will have 4 days from his week. So
2 weeks from
2 weeks from his date. So what I'm saying is that it's like not always. It's a very smart system.
Yeah, and
it can work with a lot of logics.
And the experience in the gallery will be also personalized. So I can see one set of banners, and Nirit can see a different set of banners at the same gallery.
Yeah, so because we entered in a different time.
Yeah, so it depends on the app. There's all kinds of logics. So there's a few apps you can see here that are.
Yeah, you wanted to add something? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to. Well, first of all, I'm appreciating the amount of work that went into developing this thing. It's so unique and so smart, as you say. I can only imagine how much time that must have spent on the developmental end. The question I have, though, is we're talking about how automatic this is, which is great. Because, as you say, I know a lot of photographers who stress over the sales process and things, but you then touched a little bit on the manual part of it. And that's kind of where my question is. When you have these kind of sequences or these threads and things, how are people, do you have text, first of all, do you have text like ready to go with them? And or how can people jump in if they want to and change it up a little bit, like you said, to match their brand or something like this?
Let's show it maybe on the Christmas ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy. For example, for the holidays, we created 2 kind of paths. One is the focus, like one is the holiday sale, and one is more focused on, in the beginning, giving a specific product sales, and it ends another with another Black Friday sale, and they're both with 2 phases. So let's get into the classic holiday sale. This is, you don't see here the video yet. It's all in
not ready yet.
The making.
Yeah.
But you get here, and basically you go through every how do I call it? Every field, every setup, and you see that there is, like, for example, the teaser campaign. So this year we decided to do like something that tells the clients, "Hey, I'm going to make a sale," like to get them ready, to get them excited. So there's a banner. You can change the image. This is like very specific to the Black Friday, but you can change it to something else. Bring it back, because this is like the development.
No.
This
It's okay.
And but you can change everything here. So if you go on the copy on the left side, you can change the subject. You can say that you can change the title. You can edit the message. So everything you can change everything. There is the dynamic text. So basically, if you want to create a text
for each
user to be something that is his name and things like this, you have the dynamic text to use.
So, for example, this email will start always with hi, and this is a token says use the first name. So each user that will get this email will have his personal name, his first name here. Okay. So that you can personalize and change the email. It's coming ready. 95% of the people leave it as is. But for example, let's say you want to send a teaser email, so you can switch it off. Okay. And now And now you have the Black Friday campaign. This year, in the past, we just uploaded the content and left to people the freedom of saying what emails and where. So this year, we decided that the app is going to be a little bit more structured. The reason is that we optimized each email based on the optimized conversions that we saw in the holidays in recent years and mainly last year. So for example, it says the Black Friday, there's an email that's going out in the evening before 8 p.m. And then there's another, then there's the closing for the Cyber Monday. There's another email starting at the beginning, the announcement. Okay, so all this is set up to optimize the schedule. And for example, also with the banner. So here you have the text banner that's going here on the top, and you have the large banner that goes in. All of them are ready. Now you can go in and say, you know what, I don't want the large banner. So you can go in and remove it, and you will not have the large banner. Okay? So you can personalize all these things, or you can do that.
Amir is not to the Mac, sorry.
It's okay.
And if you say, I don't want the Black Friday campaign, I just want the Christmas campaign, then you can switch this one off as well, and you will have only the holiday campaign. Again, the content is there. You can decide whether you want to add something or remove something.
And also, you talked about visuals. So for example, with the banners, this is the holiday phase. This is how it looks like. But if you want to change, you go to the style. You can change the colors. And here, where is the other? Yeah, you can change the design here. So you see there are a lot of banners to choose from. So you can take everything that, this is for the holiday sales, and you have this is for different occasions, but this is other things. But there's also the general ones here, and you can choose whatever you want for your campaign.
Wow. So it's automatic, but there is a lot of choice. So that you really, if you don't want to do much with it, you don't have to. But if you are somebody who likes to make things personalized, if you are a photographer like that, you can make it very personalized. There are many options that you have to choose from. I mean, my background is in marketing, and this is huge. I truly appreciate what this can do for professional photographers and their business. This is a lot put into one program for the professional photographers. So this is really fantastic. And forgive me if you said this, I don't know if I caught this, but for something like for the holidays, is that just that's a one email, or you have a few emails that you're sending off for something like the holiday season?
So
so for the simple app, you have your 3 emails that are going out on the Black Friday week.
Okay.
You have another 3 weeks going on the Christmas phase, and if you want, you have also the teaser, which is another email. But and you have the other app, and we'll talk about that a little bit, which is what we call it the gift focused app. It's very similar in that it's targeting also Black Friday and Christmas, but in a different way. It's there's many more emails here. Like you can see, there's around twice as emails in the Black Friday phase. Black Friday phase is very long. The holiday is pretty much the same. So you have your 6 for the Black Friday and another 3 for the holiday. Now the 6 is divided. So if the first app we showed you is like a simple campaign, it's a store-wide X% discount. You can configure that, as we said. Like you can configure the discount and whatever, but the default that we set it up, it's one discount for the whole duration of the Black Friday, which is around a week campaign. Here, it's a different campaign. It's like a rolling campaign. You have a few phases. So the first campaign is a campaign probably for album, if I remember right. Yeah, it's an album sale. Okay, so this is the first campaign, which runs for a few days.
Show the video. It's very nice.
Yeah, so you have here
banner video that we like a banner with a video that kind of gives them a feeling of how the album feels like.
Yeah, it's an animated banner. So this is running for a few days, and then after a few days, you're getting with a new message saying, "Here, now I have a frames a promotion going in." Okay, so I'm sending a frame campaign to them, and then on the last phase, I'm going with the store wide. So there's many more emails that go out, but with different messages. So the different messages are the justification to send more emails, because you're not just hammering with the same message. You're saying now it's an album sale, now it's a frame sale, now it's a general sale. Last year, we saw that this app did 17% better than the classic one, than the one which is store-wide. And on the other hand, it sends more emails. So it depends. There are photographers that says, you know what, I don't want to send so many emails to my clients. It doesn't matter if it's different messages. And there are photographers that said, that's fine. Anyway, it's a place where everybody's sending lots of emails, and I want to maximize my sales. So you can go and choose any of these apps.
Okay. I have a question in terms of the optimization. You mentioned how you've made it more structured this time. You've made it more optimized. And this is optimized based on the past behavior of clients specifically, or of like a general database of clients within your system. Do you understand the question?
It's based on clients from Pic Time, not from other places. So we look.
No, yeah, but is it specific to, like, if I've been a user of Pic Time for some time, is it then optimized to my client base, or is it optimized just to the general Pic Time client base?
No, you're saying if each user will have each photographer will have different settings here on the app. Then the question is, no, it's the schedules that we had is we looked on the overall purchasing habits, and
it was very, very clear about the dates of where people are purchasing the most.
It is adjusted to your time zone, so different photographers set up the time zones, and it won't do it in the middle of the night for you if you're living in Europe.
Right.
So, but it is so it's structured well. It's structured. It is adjusted to your time zone if you need to set it up on your account settings. But the cadence of where the emails at what time of the day and the dates are from general statistics.
Okay. If we talk coming up most recently is kind of the kind of soon as the biggest ones are the Black Friday and kind of a holiday thing. So with the automated system, when is that kind of starting? I guess it's my way of asking, when do you recommend photographers really start to push for sales from Black Friday and for a holiday season?
So the system is coming already with our recommendation. So you can set up starting dates. Okay, so for the teaser and so on. But for example, for this one, for the gift focus, it's all locked because it's so complicated, so many messages, and we said usually when people will touch most people, it will create a problem with that. So this app is coming locked. Only the teaser you can control, but the classic one you can control also the start date of the campaign. But it's coming preloaded with our recommendation. So each app comes with a schedule which matches this app profile.
Okay. So photographers, if you want to know the best times to target your clients for specific seasonal promos or in general, you gotta get this app. You got a program, the Pic Time. And within the Pic Time program, you have all these apps that will let you know the best time to target your clients and with what as well. I mean, this is fantastic. This is going to save people a lot of time. And speaking to so many photographers, I know that's a big issue that they have, is just where to save time and how to save time. And this is a wonderful way that they can do this. And again, if they don't want to make it too automatic, there's ways they can personalize it. So this is really fantastic. I want to change gears a little bit here. Our audience is very akin to us at nPhoto. How can they make sure that they're offering nPhoto products to their clients?
Yeah, I was just about to get you there because first of all, Amir, you go. First of all, we're adding, we'll show you where to do the setting and make sure your prices are set, because one of the things is to be very clear, to be very conscious what discounts you're going to get, and then fix your prices before accordingly. The testing account, so you'll see a lot of things that are not usual. You won't see those circle in your system, but first of all, make sure you have all the products of nPhoto, so you can get into the product and choose. If you're getting, let's say we're getting to the albums, for example, play flat and go to the linen, for example, and go to, here. So you can go to just pick nPhoto, and then once you pick it up, it will set it to all of the products. So I have all the products here. As I said, with the pricing, it's important to set it up. There are two ways now to set your prices. Amir will explain, because I'm bad with the pricing. But I do want to say that there is a store update that is coming on Thursday, and I mean tomorrow. It's tomorrow, and we're going to add two more products of yours. One is the linen box with images, and the second is the album bundle. So it's another option for clients to buy 3 albums together in a better price. It's like 2 products that you need to add to your store.
Absolutely. Okay, that's great to know. That is wonderful to know. So hang tight. Anybody listening who's looking for those products through Pic Time, they are on their way. They are on their way.
Yeah. And we're trying the best to do, like, as much as we can. I got your products, by the way, and I have to tell you that the book that you have is, I mean, all of them were really, really nice. I was very impressed by the book. The binding was amazing. The quality of the print was really good. I think that I really enjoyed it. I took all the photos for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So I really enjoyed the products. They're great.
Thank you. That's you're talking about the photo book, or you're talking about the album?
The photo book actually was amazing.
Okay.
The albums are, I'm used to see good albums, but the photo book quality was very impressive. I told Amir that we should do something.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in that one, and I believe I'm trying to find my notes of what we have. If that's the Photo Book Pro or the Dream Book, but either way, we do tremendous quality on our products. So, but it's very great to hear that from you. People watching in the audience, let us know if you have any questions. We just got a great rundown of the Pic Time software and how you can use it, and again, how it can save you a lot of time. And again, I'm not just saying this from the marketing perspective. I appreciate how much time and effort you are saving if you're going through this and using some of its automative features. So do yourself the favor. And now is the perfect time, right when we're about to come up to the busy season and when clients are going to be asking you for printed products. Do yourself the favor. And I really like the abandoned cart thing that you mentioned as well. That's another huge opportunity for clients to find ways to sell more products to their clients. Sometimes, like you said, Amir, it's not possible to sell something somebody doesn't want, but a lot of times people just forget. They just forget. So having that way to know that that's still there for them and to remind them, it really is effective. It really
on that
is
note,
effective.
One more thing I want to say, that we also we're going to have another app, the album sales.
Yeah, we're going to add another app just for the albums. So
like a pre-sale before Black Friday, another run for albums to make it first of all better for production. Like it's not to get where all the albums and everything is ordered and it's going into the massive deadlines. And it's there are people that do things in advance, so it's better to send them a month before the craziness starts and tell them, here, you'll get the Black Friday now. Just order it now, and this is another opportunity to take the people a gift before they invest it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hope
That's a good point too.
Hope what?
And getting it.
we'll be ready.
What do
No,
you mean?
Amir, I hope the album app will be ready. We're working on it.
Okay.
The holiday apps are all ready and to go, but with the album, we're still working on it.
Okay, so
I want to be very clear about this. I know the answer to this, but just for our audience sake, because again, photographers don't have much time, and a lot of them really stress about the selling part of it. But this, through Pic Time, they can be making sales almost completely automatically. Like they could just be making money almost passively, like not even having close to any involvement.
We see the numbers, from the time that we created the automations, the sales of the print just like climbed, and people that are using it selling more. It's a fact. We know it for sure. So it's working. You just need to make this
dramatic numbers.
Yeah. You just need to make this little effort of like installing the app, looking on the emails and the banners, see if you like it, change it to your language if you want, and then just you in a click you send it to all your galleries, and it's amazing. And also for your workflow, once you set it up, you can use it for every gallery that you're sending.
You mean the automation apps?
Yeah,
early
for the
bird.
workflow. Yeah, early bird, the abandoned cart, all these apps. By the way, with the holiday apps, we recommend doing it with the abandoned cart together, right?
It's always good to have the abandoned cart.
It's always good. When it's just a
abandoned
good,
cart is something that should be
great app to have.
in any gallery.
But the abandoned cart, yeah. From a marketing perspective, I recommend that too. Always have the abandoned cart. Yes, it's always useful. Especially around the holidays, because people are even more forgetful, even busier. I'm talking about the clients now, the end users. Everybody is busy this time of year and just forgetting things, even if they don't intend to. So yes, this is. I saw a question earlier from Michał in the audience, and he was wondering if there was any feature that you are most proud of with Pic Time, that you're constantly developing this. Is there something that you're most proud of with it?
Wow. It's an interesting question. Misha?
Michał, yeah, Michał.
Michał?
Mhm.
Okay. Amir, maybe answer first. I need to think about it. That's
It's a tough one.
The automation is like it's a massive part of the system. It gave amazing results, but I have to say that I think the gallery grid is the thing that I'm most proud of. Yeah, I think we have a very unique grid. People say very quickly it looks amazing, but they don't. On a quick look, it looks like any other grid in the market, like the Google or the other players in our market, but it's very different. It's a grid that balances between the landscape and the portrait in a very good way. It looks organized, but there is some disorganization that creates interest with larger photos that you can select. You can work on the story. I think it's a very important piece. At the end of the day, this is, let's say, the bread, right? The bread and butter, that people come and see your photos. After that, there's the sales and everything, but I really like the grid. I think that's it's something that we didn't touch a lot, I have to say, in the last 4 years. We're working on a major upgrade for the beginning of next year. We call it Pic Time 2.
Okay.
Around the whole experience in the store, in the gallery and in the store. But I think I like the grid.
Yeah.
Well, I was, if you don't mind, that was kind of going to be my follow-up question. As much as you want to, I was going to ask you, where do you see Pic Time going? We talked about a lot of specific things that are coming up shortly, but kind of in general, in the big picture, where do you see Pic Time going? What's a little tease you might want to give our audience today?
It's not something we want to discuss too much. We have a very clear strategy for a few years of where we want to go. But what I can say is we want to innovate around helping photographers make more money. I'm very blunt about it, and we have very cool ideas and like that we do. You see the art gallery, it's just the beginning for the art. There's ideas, our dog. There's,
Yeah, go.
fix the
dog.
No worries.
So there's the art, but there's a few other projects other projects that we have that have a long-term vision in how photographers make more money.
Okay.
And mainly around the photos, but this is our focus, and we want to innovate more in this space, and we have ideas. So
okay,
this is where we're going.
Okay, wonderful. And Michal actually came back with another question. You mentioned art galleries. He would like to know a little more about them. If you could talk a little more about the art galleries.
Yeah, so the art gallery is basically working a little bit different than our client galleries. Amir will start working on showing one of the galleries. The art gallery is looking different, it's functioning different, and the idea is helping photographers share and sell their art. And this time the tools are a little different. Let's see, this is like an art gallery of Ryan. So you can see here some series. So first of all, there's more place for the photographer to explain about his, vision and work and overall inspiration. And then you can see different series. You can, if you're entering to one, this is a series about a show that he did for exhibition that he did for Leica, but it can be anything that if you have like a landscape and I don't know, different kind of documentaries. So you can make a gallery for each one. This gallery for him was about this exhibition. And then you can create a grid. And here as well, you can create any grid that you want. You can control the background. You can control this font. You have more tools than the gallery to create your kind of space here, because this is art and we wanted to give more tools to make it yours. So some photographers choose the organized grid. Ryan choose a different grid that is more free, that you can create your own order of the images. When you get into an image, you can write about it as well. So every photographer writes his own things. When you get here, you can have a few options of the product. So it can be print. It can be basically any product that we have in the system. Could be you can sell it here. And in this case, we also have Ryan used another feature that we have for recording yourself. So I'll put it here for a few minutes.
This image of my friend Rachel's hands is one that's really grown on me over time. So
I meant for a few seconds, not minutes. I always mistake, always. Anyway, so this is Ryan's photo, him talking about his photo and explain like what it means for him and the story behind it. So it gives another level of experience and inspiration and connection to the photographer's work. It's not just like selling images, it's selling like your whole, it's not selling, but it's presenting your whole, philosophy and way. I wanted to show another thing there. Yeah, I was about to get there. You took it away. There is an option to make a limited edition, which you don't have in a simple gallery. So that's, never mind. So this one, I think it's this one is not a limited edition, but he has some series that are limited edition by definition. So this one is actually an open edition, but some of them are closed, so you have only 5 of them.
Here
you have a variety of print size to choose from.
Okay.
And this is, by the way, a different grid. So in this gallery, he just did a different grid, which is more organized. So you have a lot of options, and it goes again straight to the lab and then to the client.
Excellent. Thank you for those questions, Miha. Anybody else in the audience, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them. I reminded myself that I didn't put our nice banner on before. There we go. It's a little more becoming than just a white background. Okay. We have, we're coming up to a few minutes left. I'm going to make a last call for any questions in the audience. Audience members, if you have any last questions for our guest today, please put them in there so we can address them before we wrap it up. I just want to end on this note, though. It's a topic nobody likes to talk about. But with all that is happening now in the world with COVID-19 and the way it's affecting the whole world and the photography landscape, just wondering what your thoughts are on what photographers can do to make sure that they stay afloat during these times and beyond.
I think that from the online perspective, this is it's an opportunity. We actually see it that this year sales online are going up. So if there's weddings or events, usually less people come, so there's an opportunity, more opportunity to share and sell additional prints. We added, when the COVID-19 started, we added the apps for the backup, for example, which was a very good success. A lot of people started to sell the storage as well. But I think that most cases people will still need or you go through the photography, but probably since these occasions will be smaller, there's a bigger opportunity on the online side of things.
I think that if until this point you could, it was depending on you, and you could even be good with just, pricing yourself and just like working in photography and not selling anything, you could be okay with that. Now you really need to be more intentional about what can you do more to increase your income, and how can you create more opportunities for you as a photographer from that same session. And I think that creating a relationship with your clients, like looking at the gallery as another step in your relationship, making it longer, giving you more incentive, and then selling more, be more conscious about selling online, is like maybe focus people more on, like photographers more on that now, because you need to create a healthy business. Like
yeah, actually, we talked about the features in the system, but selling online, which is what we are enabling, a few tools, important tools. The photographer, first of all, needs to use the tools that in a way that is matching their business, their brand, their audience. But there are additional things that it's important for them to do in order to help and streamline more things to the online world. There's a few ideas. There's a blog we need to write. I don't know if we'll be if we'll manage to do it in the next few weeks, but just ideas that we got from photographers that sell good. For example, one was from Sam Blake, which I thought was great, is that she's when she's sending the package to the clients after they close the contract with her, she's sending fine art prints to them. The idea is that they see and when she's speaking with them, she tells them, you can purchase photos or albums or the products in the store, and they are high quality. And this is one way for her to demonstrate the quality of her versus going to just supermarket level of printing. And so this is something that we saw that she's doing very well, and this is one thing. The second thing is always include a print in your package. Usually small prints doesn't cost you a lot, but when you give a free just two 5x7 or in centimeters, it will be, I don't know, the 13 by 20 or something like that, small prints, or smaller than the small prints give 2 for free. Give a coupon code for free. Usually when free has a big magic, people go and purchase it. For you, it's like $1, but it causes them to go into the store, now see the products, try it, and usually people order more. So just providing this, it looks like a good service, and it also helps people go over one of the walls that blocks them from getting into the store and ordering, which is the first step, is clicking on the shop and clicking on the product. When you get something for free, you're more likely to do it. So this is the second thing. The third thing is very important, to set up pricing. Pricing, usually there are 2 categories for pricing. There's the big products like albums, frames. Usually it should be 200 or 300% markup. So it gives you room also for discounts. And the second thing is the prints, let's say the less expensive products. You should never have any item in the store which is, we think it's $10. There was a debate with other photographers that are doing good, which says $5. So in general, so let's take even the $5. No item should be less than $5. So even the small print that costs 20 cents or 40 cents, you should sell it for at least $5. We say even $10. And then you can have tiered pricing. So when people order more than 5, then you can take the price down to make it also economic for them to order a large amount of prints. But you cannot, it doesn't make sense to have an item to have a cart of $3 or $4. It simply doesn't make sense. So this is the third option, the third thing. Then there's the apps. We recommend any gallery to have the abandoned cart, and then we really recommend you to look on the workflow app that suits you. It can be the simple ones like the early bird and expiration. There's the anniversary that's also doing very well. And then there's the more sophisticated one, like the rolling publish, the gallery to backup, and the visitor boost. These are 3 ones. It requires a little bit more of you to learn, but having this also on every gallery is important. If you're doing portraits, the Simple Cell system is an amazing app with amazing results. So these are things that we think that photographers that will implement all these steps will do very good. There is a small thing, I don't know, it's not in this level, but for the holidays, there is an option you can go to. I won't go and show it, but I'll just mention it.
It will be in the blog, our blog for getting ready for the holiday.
Yeah, so you can go to the brand setting, and then you can set up that that the gallery navigation switch it to products. So it will give more room on the top for the store and less for the viewing. So
instead of showing the scenes like reception, dances, dancing, all of this, it will show products. So it brings
more awareness of that. So it's like giving more real estate during this time of the year for the store rather than the viewing. So we recommend doing that also during the holidays at least.
Another thing about delivery, if there are places where the delivery gets to be expensive, one thing that we did is for photographers to be able to kind of hire the price and then how do I say it? Take the delivery. Yes. Clients won't see, a very scary number in the delivery. They will just, it
will be absorbed into the product, but you need to take it into account on the product, right? You don't. It's doing that only for the ground, for the economy delivery, not for the others. It's a setting that you can control.
Okay. Wow, these were all fantastic ideas. Wonderfully way to finish this off for today. But the general takeaway there is, even in this environment, there are still a lot of online sales. In fact, even more than usual. So just another reason for all of you in the audience to check out Pic Time, to get involved with Pic Time. So many ways for you to benefit your business, streamline it, automate it, make it easy for you, make your clients more aware of your services and your products. Thank you so much for joining us today. What a wonderful chat this has been. We're going to end it there. So thank you, Nirit and Amir, for joining us today.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. It was
It
really,
was really
good.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sure to check out their platforms, their blog, as they mentioned. Also, we've pinned at the top a link to their blog featuring their announcement that they are partnered with us, so you can see all the products that they offer through their Pic Time. And there are 2 more to be added just tomorrow, even. Yes, so be sure to check that out. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I'm Eugene Nagavieski with nPhoto. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.